Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. I'm going to do a commentary video from the replay for Total War Rome 2. This will be a Rome versus Parthia battle. I'll be commanding the Romans. And my opponent's name is Bill51LL, in command of the Parthians. Let's go look at the armies here. I went with another setup where I used, troops that were consistent with Julius Caesar's time. So a lot of legionnaires and veteran legionnaires. I brought some slingers too and some cav. And my opponent brought 4 cataphracts, 6 archers, 4 swordsmen, and 3 hoplites. I was hoping he would spam, cataphracts and horse archers, to make it like a, a Caesar versus Parthia battle. But this will work. And it's a very interesting terrain. There's a big hill right here. So my first order of business was to get my guys on top of here so I can observe the enemy's army. So I'm moving up all my cav. And these are my cav. I brought legionary cav this time. 2 units of them. And I got my general and bodyguard unit. These guys. And here's a look at my troops. These are my veteran legionnaires. And I've got my my regular legionnaires somewhere over here. Yeah, I think I went with like 6 veteran legionnaires and the rest were regular legionnaires. Can't find my regular legionnaires. They all look the same, to be honest. Except one has better stats. There you go. These are my regular guys. It has 6 units of Balearic slingers. That's my army. My opponent, he has... Here we go. These were 6 units of Persian light archers. And I think I said he had 3 units of these mercenary hoplites. Then he has 4 units of these Parthian swords, and then 4 units of cataphracts. And one of them contains his general. So he's shifting this way to this ridge here. And yeah, he did not want to fight for this because I was right next to it. So it would not have made sense if he fought for this hill, because I would have just steamrolled him. So anyways, forward! I thought he had troops back here. That was my thinking. So I sent out my cav, all my cav minus my general, to go explore that area. I wasn't really sure, so I just sent these guys ahead to look around. And here is the tactical overhead now, after the opening thing. So he's taking this ridge, and I have eyes on top of the biggest mountain on this, or the biggest hill on this map here. So I'm content that he has no troops in the immediate area here, but I've got eyes in my back area, so I can shift my legionnaires over to face my opponent's main body of infantry. So I'm going to assemble my troops here. We're just going to look at each other. Romans like to watch. Veteran legionnaires. Yeah, I think with the with this type of setup, and with with the Roman armies of Caesar's time, you kind of relied on your infantry to carry the day. You have to trust in their endurance and skills to win the day for you. And that was my plan. I was just gonna use my slingers to ward off his skirmishers, and then just push my infantry in. So you can see what my guys are doing here. I'm exploring this whole back area here, and I was pretty content in the knowledge that he had nothing back here. If he did, then they might have skirted this way. But that's such a far distance, so I just made the assumption that he has nothing back there. So I'm going to take my cav, and I'm going to take this little area this way, so my guys remain hidden. I'm using this hill to camouflage my movement. And then I'm going to swing around, all the way around this way, and get behind my opponent's army. That was my plan with my cav. So I got my guys nice and settled up here. It's going to reassemble my army. I'm going to take my troops out of this, take these legionnaires out of this formation. I'm going to put them in 2 solid lines here, as you can see. That way they can better protect the slingers, who I'm going to put in between. It's a Balearic sandwich, a Balearic burger. How's that sound? Or you can say a slinger sandwich. So now, see what I'm doing? I'm gonna send all my guys to this ridge here. I'm not gonna be content to stay back there and let him come to me. I'm gonna come up and take him on. So I'm sending my troops in this way. And I knew these guys were only, you know, Persian light archers, so I knew they couldn't deal that much damage to my guys. At least, you know, not significantly. So I was okay at rushing my troops up here in face of his arrows. I will lose some troops, but totally worth it. I got my general in the front. I sent him forward first, hoping that that would intimidate his slinger or his archers to pull back. Yeah, being shot, but whatever. Romans are used to it. As long as we can close the distance, then I think the Roman system will prevail. So I got my slingers on the ridge, so I can exchange fire with them, and I'm pushing up my legionnaires.
Advance at speed!
Meanwhile, you can see my cav is way out here. I forgot to move this one unit here. Or, I mean, they're moving way too slow. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to push him behind this ridge here. And just get behind his army. So he pushes in. He probably should have waited for me to come to him. Because he's asking a lot from his swordsmen to take on my legionnaires. But he's planning to do flank strikes with his cataphracts. So he charges this unit of veterans. Gets a pretty good charge. He kills some of them upon initial impact. Actually, they're getting crushed really fast. Look at that. Down to 83 men after a few seconds. But I'm going to throw in even more legionnaires to bog these cataphracts down. So cataphracts are great in the charge, but when they get bogged down in this kind of fight, they should probably pull back. Meanwhile, I got my legionnaires hacking at his Parthian swordsmen. They're doing pretty well. And yeah, meanwhile, my Balearics are... They're not shooting, are they? Well, that sucks. I thought I had them shooting.
Move out!
These are my legionnaires. Look at that, even out of Testudo, my guys are well protected with those huge shields. So I got some reserves back here. These are veteran legionnaires. I'm going to activate them when I feel like I need to use them. You can see I bless this veteran legionnaires with the loyalty skill. And again, in this battle, I'm using the Caesarian general skill type. This is my general unit, by the way. General and bodyguard. But yeah, these cataphracts are not in the kind of fight they want to be in. We're breaking this unit here of swordsmen. He's going to go for a charge on this side. And he charged my legionnaires. I was trying to flank him with this unit of veterans, but he charged him with his eastern cataphracts, and he brought them down hardcore to 40 men. And he's getting some good strikes over here on my slingers. I've got some veteran legionnaires nearby. I'm going to try to ward off his cataphracts. And this is where my cav is. See this? They're getting pretty tired from all this running, but yeah, I think I master movement. You know, okay. So these swordsmen are still doing a pretty good job taking on legionnaires from that disadvantageous positioning. Anyways, he's moving up his hoplites. He's going to send in more pressure on this left flank here. And yeah, I've got his cataphracts bogged down over here. He really should have withdrawn his cataphracts once my legionnaires got in there. But he broke my legionnaires there, and these legionaries over there. But now I got my cav coming in, rolling in from behind, taking out his archers, getting some revenge here. So some pretty sweet damage to the Parthian backlines. I like this setup, though. I mean, the matchup, Parthia versus Rome. It's two superpowers going at it. My general is still just chilling here. I'm just using my general to just chill and provide presence. But eventually, I just mounted them, and I'm going to send them into the mix eventually on foot. Just because he has his hoplites in the area now. Well, that's not the reason, but I'm going to throw them in here with the support of my legionnaires. But I have Caesar leading the way into these swordsmen and hoplites. There's what's going on here. Yeah, my guys are... I pretty much raked his infantry clean. Well, he still has a few left. But the intimidation factor has set in. And I'm sending in my legionary cav to crush these Parthians from the flanks. I was really surprised at how long these Parthian swordsmen lasted. Here's the tactical overhead. He's getting crushed now in positioning. But is this not a sweet sight? Seeing these immediate post-Marian legionnaires in action. Yeah, out of all the Roman legionnaire types, I prefer this look the best. The ones of Caesar's time. So he still these mercenary hoplites, but they're being flanked over here too. And he's lost pretty much all of his units. He has that archer unit shooting, but not causing much damage. And he's got his hoplites moving into. I got some cab, some random cab this in the area here. But I'm bringing up even more legionnaires. See this? Those guys that routed earlier when his cataphracts charged into me. Here comes my legionary cav charging in from the flanks, and that's going to cause the final destruction of the Parthian army here. Letter K before it ends. Oh. So close victory. Yeah, I believe the casualties were very close in this battle, but it probably would have been a lot worse had the battle kept going, because my guys would have pursued and laid waste. But yeah, I was really hoping he would have spammed cataphracts and horse archers, because I like the way it looks. On the other hand, horse archers aren't as effective as they were in Rome 1, so that probably wouldn't be a good idea. But a good game to Bill. I'll just call him that because I don't know how to pronounce 51LL or 5111. Wait, 51LL. Yeah.